Routes of administration of drugs. In this we will deal with different types of routes of administration of drugs. Before starting, we should know the two effects, that is systemic effect and local effect. So why we need different types of routes of drug administration? When drug absorbed through bloodstream, we want to produce the systemic effect, and when drug absorbs in localized area, we want to produce the localized effect. So that's why we need different types of routes of administration of drugs. So we see different types of routes. So first is enteral route. This is divided into three parts, that is oral, sublingual, enema. Second is parenteral route, which is divided into injectables and inhalations. Injectable further divided into intradermal, subcutaneous, intramuscular, intravenous, intraperitoneal, intrathecal, intramedullary and intraarticular. And last is the local application. So we see step by step different routes of administration of drugs. First is enteral route. So enteral meaning intestines. So drug goes into gastrointestinal tract. So this is a gastrointestinal tract or a GIT. So drugs is going through this system. So when this system is come into effect with drugs, we called it as enteral route. Enteral routes of drug administration, which is divided into three parts. So first we see oral route. Drugs taken with milk, water through oral route is called as oral route of drug administration. So we produce some animation effects. Is that drug is going from this mouth to the gastrointestinal tract. Another route is sublingual route of drug administration. So active medicament absorbed through this buccal cavity. So this is a mucous membrane. So there is lots of blood vessels. So what happened when drugs goes into the mouth? Maybe liquid medicaments also was there. Drugs is absorbed through this mucous membrane. There is an example of ephedrine hydrochloride. Sorry for my handwriting, friends. So ephedrine hydrochloride tablet is given through this sublingual route to the asthma patient. Asthma. Okay. So this is a very good route of drug administration. Another route is enema. So in this, this is an large and small intestine is showing. So this is a rectum part of the intestine. So drug is going through the rectum part. This is divided into two parts, that is evacuant enema and another is retention enema, what we call as retention enema. So in this we have to remove fecal matter, and in retention we have to retain the drugs in the rectum part, retained drug. So this is two types, evacuant and retention enema. Now we go to the parenteral route of drug administration. So what is parental means? Par means beyond and enteron means elemental tract. So beyond elemental tract is called as parental route. So first is intradermal. So this is a skin image, skin transfer section. Okay, so this is an epidermis. Okay, dermis, and this part is dermis part. Okay, when we transferrly, and this is subcutaneous. Okay, subcutaneous part. So now what happened? The injection goes to this dermis region. Maybe BCG vaccine was given through this dermis, then smallpox vaccine was given, smallpox vaccine through dermis region. So injection going this dermis part. Okay. Then another is parental route of drug administration is this cutaneous region. Now the drug is given in cutaneous region. So this is called as subcutaneous. Example is protamine zinc. Protamine zinc insulin was given through this route. This is a subcutaneous injection. Now another types of parental route is intramuscular. So name suggests this, the injection goes into the muscle to this muscular part. So injection, so the intramuscular, so injection going to muscular part. Another type is parental routes of administration intravenous. Name itself suggests the drugs going into the vein, directly into the vein, which goes into directly into the systemic circulation. Then another types of parental route is intrathecal. So what is intrathecal routes of administration? When a spinal cord, a subarachnoid space, so this space is called as subarachnoid space. So what is a subarachnoid space? So injection, this is a targeted drug delivery of drugs directly into the cerebrospinal fluids. Especially when we have to given the spinal anesthesia, these routes of administration is taken, which called it intrathecal routes of drug administration. That injection goes into the spinal part. Then routes of administration is intramedullary. So what mean by intramedullary? We have to go into the bone marrow. This part is bone marrow. Bone marrow part. So maybe so in the injection is given in this bone marrow part, so we called as intramedullary. Especially sternum in adults and tibia bone or femur bone in infants. This part is used, sternum in adults and tibia and femur bone in, okay, which called as intramedullary. Injection goes into the medullary part. Again, parental route of administration, we go to types of intra-articular. So intra-articular directly into the joints. Injection is going to this joints. So in rheumatoid arthritis, this injection is given. Maybe hydrocortisone injection was. Cortisone injection is given. Hydrocortisone succinate injection. Hydrocortisone succinate injection was given in rheumatoid arthritis. So it is called as intra-articular. Again, there is one route of administration is given in this artery. So it is called as intra-arterial. specially it is given in diagnostic purposes. When we have to study something, this routes of administration is taken. Here the femoral artery was taken into consideration while during routes of administration. Another route is parental routes of administration is intraperitoneal. Again, this is commonly a laboratory practice in commonly used in laboratory in clinical practice. So lots of times the mice, this is a peritoneal cavity. So drug is injected through this peritoneal cavity. That's called as intraperitoneal. Okay. Again, inhalation routes of administration, which is a second of parental routes of administration. In inhalations, drug is administered in aerosol systems. So what is aerosol? Aerosol is a small droplets. So the spraying of small droplets. So this spray is, the woman is spraying medicaments into the mouth, which go into the mucous membrane of the mouth and which is directly going into systemic circulation. So this is an inhalation. The lady was inhalating drugs to the mouth, which goes into the mucous membrane of mouth. Especially it is adrenal spray. Adrenal spray was used in asthma. So asthmatic patient was used aerosol system, which is a small droplet, so it's called as aerosol, which is a inhalation techniques of routes of drug administration. Again, there is a local application system is also there. So one is ointment. Lots of time ointment was applied. Then drops. Lots of times drops are installed into the eye cavity, which produce a systemic effect to the area, which is a localized effect. Then lotion is applied with rubbing. Rubbing technique is used to produce systemic local effect in drugs. And then is a dusting powder. So lots of time the dusting powder is used to produce, especially the iodine powder is used. So these are the different effects of routes of drug administration. Thanks for watching, friends. Please subscribe to this channel